Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing wonderful this morning. It feels like a sweaty ball sack outside. Yay. Happy Saturday, Sarah. How are you? How are you, Vissy? Good morning. Senior Moose, good morning. Raced, Queens of Lazli, I appreciate you. Thank you. Good morning. Wake and bake, bitch. Cheers. Mishy, Kinger, Curmudgeon, good morning. If I missed anyone, good fucking morning. I ran out of milk this morning and I had to get Dunkin', and I'm sad about it. We had a catastrophe last night and my house stinks so bad. Not a catastrophe, but I deeply was craving French fries. And so Zach and I decided to make French fries from scratch. Like, boil them and double fry them. And it was fine. I don't, bless the instance. But is there any other way? I've never made fries from scratch in my life. Ever. I know. Weird. I guess. I've baked fries, but I've never fried fries by myself. Like, ever. So I look up all these instructions and I do it, and I guess what we cut the fries too small or something and they were super crispy, but they tasted phenomenal. So Zach tried to make another batch and he left the burner on with the oil. And we didn't notice for like an hour. So I opened the door to go into the kitchen and the whole house is just smoke. It looks like there's a fire. Like, I couldn't see. My eyes were burning. It was so bad. I came out and I was like, oh my fucking God. And it was just, nothing happened. It was just the oil was just burning on deep fry temperatures for an hour with nothing in it. Yeah, glad I cut it in time because that could have been a house fire, but my house stinks so bad. Everything smells like oil. It smells like a fucking McDonald's dumpster. Yeah, the smoke was so bad. We just turned every single fan on in the entire house, like all the fans. Opened every single window, and it's fine. The smoke is all gone. Nothing happened. No catastrophe, but God, it stinks. Like, the whole house. It smells, I don't know, like you deep fried something, but everywhere. Does anyone know how to get rid of that? Smoke detector didn't go off. It wasn't enough, I guess. It wasn't enough for the smoke detector to go off, because it should have. By all rights. It wasn't fire smoke, so maybe that's it? I don't know. Thank you. I thrifted it. I'm a thrift queen. I love thrifting. It's the best. It's, oh man, the smell of fresh deep fry, yes, but do you man, you literally might associate smell with him. So Sarah, I think I've told you this before. When I was a kid, I worked at Taco Time and I was dating a guy in high school, and I would go to his house every day after work, hang out for 2 hours and then go home because I had a 1 a.m. curfew. And he was like addicted to the way I smelled after work. And it could have been this fucking like fryer smell. But to me, working at a restaurant, this smells like the old oil you dump out at the end of the day. It's the brown oil that tater tots have been frying in for the past 12 hours, 16 hours or whatever, however long we were open. It's that old, like, it reminds me, it's so gross. It reminds me of the way dirty hair smells. If you've ever had the pleasure of a patient with really dirty hair, it smells like fried chicken. I can't. It's so bad. Hospital life, like, destroyed my nose in a certain way to where there's certain smells that are just permanently associated with certain things. And one of them is fry oil. When you don't bathe, you smell like fry oil. I can't get it out of my nose. Like, that's all I smell as a patient now. It's so bad. It's dirty hair. Am I alive? Are you? It's like gross oil. I get it. Shut the fuck up, Vissy. The hoodie I was wearing yesterday, Glut found out it was $140. No shit, Viss. I Googled this dress. This dress was like $300. I got it for $8. Thrifting is everything. And then you can trash it and it doesn't matter. Because I spent $8 on it. I love it. Thrifting is life. Not only just the price. I mean, the cost is the best. I love cheap, but it's already worn in. Like when I thrift, I bring everything home, throw it immediately in the washer, wash the fuck out of it. The fact that I can just wash it and dry it and get it out and it's not ruined, it fits fine because someone else has already done it all. It's the best. Boil some orange peels in the stove and run exhaust fans for a day. No shit, orange peels. I'll remember that. I can do that. I have oranges. Two options really. Ozone the place, have to take all the animals out, or add an oil-based smell to the already applied oil. Maybe if we just smoke enough pot, it'll go away. It's really stinky. It's just a base. I mean, Vissy, you've seen the clothes that people spend money on, right? Like $500 plain white t-shirts because it's some brand that I can't even think of one that would cost that right now, Gucci or something. I just don't understand it. In my mind, if it gets more expensive, it better be cool. Like, you better be bedazzling that shit or something. But no, a fucking white crew neck will be upwards of $300 if it's like Gucci or something. It's I'm not shocked that a very basic black hoodie was hundreds of dollars. None of that shocks me. It's crazy what clothes cost these days. Like, I'm actually other than my underwear, everything I'm wearing is thrifted. This I got in London at a thrift store. This I got here at a thrift store. Everything. Like, I just don't understand it. Fuck yeah, because it's worn in. That's the best. No shit. When I do the All Saints Warehouse inventory, a plain black baseball cap is $130. For a hat? I guess I'm just so detached from that shit. I don't think I could ever be a part of that world. I don't know, man. That's crazy to me. A baseball cap? Wow. I spent $100 trying to get a few pairs of shorts that fit because I was in a rush and didn't have time to get to dude, I totally get that. I've done that. When you have to rush order shit. Honestly, I do a lot of Amazon. Timur, that's the thing. They're all worn in and they're soft and they fit well. No. Vile what? Hold on. I haven't cheersed yet today and that's disgusting. The worst one I saw was a scrunchie. Like one of these. A scrunchie for $80. What? What does it do? Yeah. Is it bedazzled? Like, the only way something should cost that way is if it's fucking bedazzled. All because it had an All Saints name. $80 scrunchie. That's maybe the craziest I've ever heard in my life. It was plaid. A plaid $80 scrunchie. That's a scrunchie? I don't even know what to say to that, Vile. That is vile. That's vile. I don't know what to say. Imagine living a life where you have $80 scrunchies. Imagine, like, that's your existence. You have fucking $80 scrunchies. What? Dude, fuck yeah. I got a nice looking fully working electronic dartboard with darts for $10 at the thrift store. You know what I got at the thrift store that's like my precious? I got a waffle machine. Like a waffle press. But it does actual square, thin waffles, not just Belgian. Like, Belgian waffles are dank, but sometimes you just want some basic fucking waffles. And for some reason, it's like every fucking waffle maker in the world is like, let's make let's make a waffle for 3 people. Like, I can't eat this. The Belgian things that are like that and that, I can't eat that whole thing. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that? But my little, like, I can make 1 square waffle. It's perfect. It's like a single portion. But that's one of my favorites I've ever gotten. Ooh, side note, Kaiju number 8 comes out with a new episode this morning. I haven't watched any Kaiju. It's on our watch list, Cinemus, because it's not done yet. Yes, we like, I think it was Crispy actually gave me a link to the opening music tune or the opening, like, credit scene or whatever to it. And I was like, holy fuck, we need to watch this immediately. And everybody was like, no, it's not done yet. So it's on our list to watch. We're just waiting for the season to be done. Then we can binge it and we don't have to be held up. Dude, Mishy, no shit. I could make a scrunchie literally within arm's reach right now. Okay, I'd have to stand up because my elastic is a little bit a ways from me. But it's right there. I could do it. It 80 like I'm gonna start selling scrunchies that say All Saints for $80. Will I be able to afford therapy then? I've never even heard of All Saints. This is how out of touch I am with fashion and shit. I didn't even know that was a brand. I only know like the ones that everyone talks about. You know, Louis Vuitton and shit, the big names. Worst part about the $80 scrunchie is that it isn't going to the workers that make any of that. Maybe 50 cents goes to the worker and $75 goes straight to the CEO's pocket. 100%, yeah. Very much so. People go after fast fashion all the time, but where do you think high fashion's made? Hold on, I wanted to see how much these hats are. Wait, $65 for a hat that already looks like someone wore it and has sweat stains? No, I'm out. Nope. Dude, I love Wrangler. Wranglers are hot. Oh, we were talking about Kaiju number 8. Steven was saying we should watch it because there's a new episode coming out, and I was saying we're literally saving it for when it's done. So we can binge that shit. Yes, Cocky, yes, please. Will you? I think everyone needs to see that video immediately. I had to watch it twice before I realized it was the hormone monster on the stage.
Fuck you with Satan's cock.
Thank you so much, Weave, for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it any swings. I fucking appreciate you. Thank you for the sub. Oja, what? What's that? Oh, huh? Oh, huh. If you don't follow watch Robert Reich's stuff, who is that? What an unfortunate last name. I want old-fashioned crafts. I want some portly old man with scarred hands working in a little store with a back room with a coven of aged crones cackling their secrets and stitching clothes that will last generations. Yes, please. I too would like that. If you find it, will you please share? Thank you so much. Cocky shared with me one of the best videos I've ever seen in my life this morning, and I must share it with all of you. It literally is titled Big Mouth, and I didn't even put it together, Cocky. I'm very ashamed. I watched it literally twice before I realized what it was, and now I'm just realizing the title tells you what it is, Katie. God damn. What? They have... So All Saints has a website, has a webpage that's called Responsible, which I'm assuming is like, you know, they're like, if you want to pay extra, you can buy clothes where we actually pay people to make them. But it's a fucking what? I don't get it. I don't get it. Vile, I don't get it. This isn't the worst, but it's this is a $75. This is the kind of shirt my grandpa slept in my whole childhood. $75 for a black V-neck shirt. We watched both. Cinemas, we watched both, and I have them in the list. They come up all the time now. They're constants. They're so good. That weird sound in the opening really tickles my pickle. I mean, I would be sad if someone was like, put on this $75 t-shirt and convince people to buy it. I, too, would be sad. I would be a sad little bitch. Is it made out of baby hair? Does it jerk me off? Will I come on contact? I have a lot of questions, and I don't think any of them are right. That's it, dude, Ty, exactly. That's the thing. You can get a 20-pack of these for probably $10 on Amazon. And I'm not kidding you, the only difference, you might have to roll your own sleeve. You might have to roll your own sleeve. Don't freak out. I know it's stressful. But Jesus fucking Christ. None of this ever makes sense to me. And it's not like you're supporting any good cause. My God, if you have this kind of money, put it somewhere good. Jeez. I opened that one twice. Did I miss one? I have Robert Reich and I have this one. I think I missed something. Hold on. I think I missed a wink. Did I miss one? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. If I missed one, let me know. Don't stop it. I wasn't ready. This whole sit on my face. Oh my god, Flame Fan, have you never what is the show called? Oh fuck, what's the show? I'm just blanking on it. If you haven't seen the show, it's so good. The Hormone Monsters. Oh my god. Uh Big Mouth, Big Mouth. Jesus Christ, thank you. I literally had the theme song that going through changes in my head, and I was trying to sing it. Like, does it say the song title or the show title? It does not. If you haven't watched Big Mouth, holy shit. It's phenomenal. It's about like kids going through puberty. It's an animated show, but it's all voiced by adult comedians and shit, and it's fucking hilarious. But a lot of the kids have a hormone demon that's literally like assisting them through puberty, and it like there's certain points, no shit, where you get glimpses of their mom's hormone demon who is going through menopause. Like there's all these different types of hormone demons depending on whether you're like a horny little kid or an adult. It's please watch it. It's so funny. It's so funny. I mean, Maya Rudolph is one of, if not the main hormone demon. It's her and what's the who voices the guy hormone demon? I'm blanking on it. Anyways, let's watch the sit on face. Sorry if you haven't, but it's so funny. It's just like really relatable in a funny way to like what it's like to go through puberty and just have a boner 24/7. No shit, Flame. When my mom started going through menopause, I remember so clearly. We would be like driving down the road. We lived in the middle of nowhere, so driving anywhere was 45 minutes. And out of nowhere, she would thrust her arm in front of my face and grab my sleeve. And I'd be like reading a book, like, what? Grab my sleeve! And you'd be like, ah! And you'd start ripping her clothes off her. And she'd be titties out, like arms like this with all the windows open with a hot flash. Just like, oh my God, this is hell. Am I dying while driving the car? Horrifying memories. Horrifying. Menopause sounds so scary, but periods are also disgusting and sad. So like, I don't know. Cheers. What? Wait, what? Warm, right? Really? How do I put this? In the most stop it fucking autoplay, in the most respectful terms possible, I don't want to swim in balls. But I do love cock. I don't know what to say about that. No shit. She fucking nailed it. Guy got to the truth of it at the wow. The view from down there is phenomenal. I'm not going to deny that one. But damn. Like, I don't want to be, like, insulting towards balls, but, like, I've never thought to myself, like, balls. But I enjoy them. Huh. I think balls are cool. Like, I'm a little jealous just because you have, like, a fucking sentient lava lamp between your legs all the time that move on their own, individually, independently of each other. And that is fascinating. I don't have anything on my body that does that. Coolest thing I can do is get hard nipples. But you guys can, like, fucking stand at attention, lava lamp, fart, I don't know. I'm a little jelly of the things your body can do. Like, sure, we look good naked, but other than that, man, not much really going on. But that shit, I don't know, don't want to really swim in balls. But like, while, gargling a cock, I guess it's kind of a nice, you're kind of into it, maybe. Maybe it's got to be the moment. Maybe it's the moment, and you're just like, yeah, blah, 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 balls. Possibly. I want to swim in titties. I would say that. I would swim, probably. They're so soft. What up, Elsie? How are you? The norm. I don't know. So apparently, people that like to have their face sat on by a pussy want to swim inside of it. And I was just saying, like, as much as I love dick and balls, I've never really wanted to swim in balls. That being said, if I could have a collection of disembodied scrotums with nuts in them on my wall that just, like, were sentient and did the lava lamp thing as a decoration, totally would. Probably. Like, I'm not gonna cut them off. I'm just saying, like, someone should design, like, cute little wall things that are balls. And they just, every once in a while, they're like, bleep, bleep, bleep. You know what I mean? Not true. I don't want them from a person. Nah. I don't like people enough to want to, like, remind myself of them. But, like, just, like, like a decoration kind of thing. Like a Roomba ball sack, if you will. But instead of the floor, it crawls up the wall with this little balls, like, bloop, 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 bloop. Tell me you wouldn't want that. That's adorable. I think that'd be cool. Disagrees with your balls idea. Thank you, Dis. See? Wait, they actually make nuts that crawl up your wall? I thought I was creating a great marketing idea, and apparently I'm not. Ty, why is that a terrible idea? Why is that a terrible idea? I find that a fascinating, wonderful idea. It's like watching a lava lamp, but it's balls. There's a reason lava lamps were popular. We get super high and just stare at them. Get super high and watch some balls sometimes. Different colors hair. You can put. Oh, no shit. We could groom them. Oh my god. Wait. Better idea. What if we somehow stop it? We're marketing here. What if we somehow manufacture like chia balls, but they bloop 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 up and down your wall, but also grow plants. And you could plant, like, all sorts of different things in them, and it would be, just variations of pubes. I don't want to swim in balls. I just want to watch them move. Facts. Won't deny that one. They're fascinating. I mean, I'm, like, not shy about genitals at all. So, in my opinion, and this is just me personally, and I know Zach agrees, so it's fine, it's consensual, but if I'm going to put my nose up in your asshole to deep throat your man meat, I get to play with it later. It's just, I feel like it's a silent agreement. It's mine now. I'm going to play with that. That's a fidget toy. That is a fucking natural. That's God's fidget toy. Give it to me. This is doing her makeup, but she's totally on board. Yes! Oh my god. We're gonna do it. I already have. My brain's already. Nice, stop it. Is that actually it? Hold on. Someone actually made, but do they crawl? Because the fascinating part about balls is that they do the lava lamp thing. So if it's just a stationary scrotum, I really don't want much to do with it. It's like a suction scrotum for your desk, but it doesn't move. It's a stretched ball sack. That's pretty cool. I can't show you on stream because it's a nut sack, but click that link Glut put. That's actually pretty cool. It literally suctions the bottom of your desk so you can just sit there and manhandle some balls. Now, if we could just take that design and make it so the balls did this once in a while, all on their own. We could sell trimmers and creams, but instead it would be like little scissors and fertilizers. Stop it. I had a lava lamp as a kid. I loved my lava lamp until I found out people sit on them, and then I wanted nothing to do with my lava lamp anymore. Oh my God, Vile! I never even thought. Yours don't lava lamp as much anymore. They're maybe because they have to hold hands. I bet one nut has become the comfort nut for the other nut, and so they have to hold hands. So they don't do this. They do this. They're just besties. I mean, I would too. I'd be horrified if I experienced what your nuts experience. God's fidget toy, exactly. I just find it funny you couldn't fathom a straight guy's urge to want to get up all in a woman, and now you're totally obsessing fetishizing balls. I mean, I fetishize women too. Like, I like to suck on and fuck on everything, but I actually don't want someone to sit on my face. I feel like I'd get claustrophobic and feel like I'm dying. I think I'm kind of a control freak. I might be a top. I don't know. Like, I would just be like, I'm going to suffocate down here maybe. Or there's a possibility I might suffocate. My favorite part of the balls is how funny it is when the hubs actually, when you sit in gum. I've heard that's very painful. I managed to use my big toe as a door. Oh, fuck. You just closed your foot in the door? Play-Doh balls that grow hair. Yes, but not mold. If you ever like slide off the couch and they're hanging out a bit, you can get like scrot rug burn. I haven't been this uncomfortable in a few days. Oh my God. How do I feel about jars? Wait, what? Like a jar? Like a jar of pickles? I do enjoy a jar, I suppose. Glacial. Okay, we've come up with a great idea. This is a new marketing scheme I think is going to be great. So, it's going to be like Roomba scrotum, but it sentiently crawls around your wall all day in a predisposed, like, pattern that you'll have an app on your phone, but also it's a chia pet. It sounds so not as cool when I just summarize it like that. It's way cooler if you were here an hour ago when we started this. I want it. Wait, are we talking about one man, one jar? If that's the reference, sure. Been there, done that. Who hasn't? What's the internet for if not watching people fuck themselves with glass? Real talk. I don't have the sentient fuzzy scrotum to finish one man, one jar. I can never get past the part when he starts picking glass out of his butt. I just can't get past it, but I tried. Cheers. Wait, y'all have never seen one man, one jar? I can't just drop that. I'm not out there seeking out, like, torture porn. This, no shit. I saw this when I was maybe 13 or 14 years old. This is, like, old internet Pain Olympics era shit. Back when you would go on, like, intensity.com or the origins of reddit.com or whatever way back in the day when it was scary. And it was just link roulette because they had really, really questionable subreddits that would be on the front page. They had not cleaned up that area in any way, shape, or form yet. Do not go look for these things. Please do not go look for these things. They're horrific. They're not entertaining. Nothing about them is good. And Not shocked in any way, shape, or form if they still exist out there. Don't go look for these things. I'm just going to give you a little abstract so you don't go look for it. One man, one jar. A man sits on a pickle jar, and when he gets about halfway, it fucking shatters in his butthole. There is a follow-up video. He did survive. It's like, Two Girls, One Cup, Pain Olympics, where the guy hatchets his own dick off on a log. These are things I didn't search for, but as a child saw them far too early, and they absolutely formed who you are dealing with today. Don't go look for these things. Sometimes I just assume that if you're my age or older, you too did the fuck up shit on the internet. But lucky you. Lucky you. Cheers. Anyways, don't go there. None of this is like I'm excited. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited. I love him. That is a weird bathroom, right? Like that weird corner toilet just facing out to the whole room. Like, okay, that's a weird. Yeah, I would hit my head. Absolutely. It's like, yeah, okay, hold on. Also, look at his posture on the toilet. I'm sorry. It seems like a house where they tried to add a second floor when it really wasn't built to have that because of all the weird ceilings. It would be great for people Vissy size. I would slam my head everywhere in this house. This would be permanent hell for me. I could be this level of real estate agent if people want this kind of shit. More red carpet again because you're rich. I mean, no shit. Have you ever seen a normal person's house with red carpet? Turn around doing ballet or oh my god, stop it. Or wig changes. Oh my god. I'd buy a house from that realtor, I'm going to be honest. I would be like, you win. You got me. Let's go. To hide the bloodstain. Okay, me as a 10-year-old, if you asked me to show my house to somebody, my bet, like if I had a new friend coming over, this is me showing off my entire house to my new friend when I'm 10 years old. This is exactly what this is. That's why this feels like I can, like, no shit. You'd just start running around the house and be like, and this is my parents' bedroom. And then you'd start going all these places in your parents' bedroom that normally you're never allowed to go, but you have a friend there. So you're like, and these are my mom's wedding shoes. And this is her closet. And these are all of her diamonds. Here's my dad's guns. I'm just kidding. My dad has a lot of gun safes. None of that shit was out. But that's what, I mean, this feels. Oh, this hard. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What's crazy is my mom's house is so fucking big, I can run in it. Me. Like, I'm in a dress, so I can't but these legs that might be as tall as Vissy is in an entirety can run in my parents' house. They have that level of hallway. It's disgusting. People with money. I don't get it. None of it makes sense. But I can run in it. It's the best. I can't even take a full stride in my house. What the fuck? Why did that happen? Okay, I'm scared for her head because she just said, I've actually had this wig on something like her head is gonna peel off. But what happened to our video? What just happened? I can't even go back. What happened? Where'd it go? Help? What happened? Ooh, thank you. The nut bra? What? $1,000,000 speed tour. Thank you. You're so small. I think it might have scrolled, but I'm not even on like the scroll. You know what I mean? Like I'm on this version of TikTok, so I'm not even on the scroll where you can scroll to the next story. That was weird. I hope that woman's head is okay with the wig. I hope it's not fucked up. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck happened. Big is beautiful. I ain't got no shame about my long ass legs, but like I measured myself, no shit, ceiling guy. This was God a couple years ago. Vissy and I were laughing because my girl Vissy, no shit, about 5 foot. We're literally about a foot difference in height, but she can give me clothes that don't fit her because my torso is so tiny that we have the exact same torso size. It's fucking hilarious. So I was like, I think I just want to like, what are my proportions? Like, I don't know. I'm just, when you get really tall, 6 foot or over, people just are like, you're just fucking tall. Proportions don't even matter anymore. So I measured myself. I took a measuring tape on the wall and I measured from the top of my ass crack to my heels and then from the top of my ass crack to my shoulders. And like from my ass crack to my heels, exactly double my torso. It's just, I'm like a Tim Burton character. Like, just like spiders. Like a Tim Burton character with flesh. I'm not anorexically thin or anything like that. But it's my inseam is 35 to 37 inches ish, depending on the brand. It's disgusting. I'm nothing but legs. So it's like when I say I can run through someone's house, that means a lot. I can lope. You know what I'm saying? It's all legs, but no shit. Like some of the nice bras and a couple of the dresses I've worn on stream, Vissy gave to me because they didn't fit her because she has big, beautiful boobies and I got nothing. And they fit me. It doesn't make any sense. A short should not be able to hand me down to a tall, but it does. It works. It's perfect. It's amazing. I lope. It's like a gallop. No shit. I mean, when you're all legs, it's all you can do. It kind of similar to this guy. Wait, I fucking missed that part. I am an owl. Empty and everything. I actually walk silently too. It's really creepy. Those legs grew up and made an ass out of themselves. They did though. I love that. I'm keeping that. 35, that's crazy. I dated a guy who was 7'1". He was only a 38-inch inseam. I know. I know. That's why when I was a kid, like, I only had, like, 2 pairs of jeans, and they had to last me for years because I had to shop at places like Buckle, which were, like, $100 jeans, but it was the only place in the world when I was a kid where you could get jeans that had an inseam. Like, most women's marketed jeans and clothing don't give you an inseam. It's like regular, petite, long, extra long, and they don't carry extra long or long in stores. You just have to order it, so you have no idea if it actually fits. And they were the only store that, like, said the fucking inseam so I could get pants that were long enough for me. It was crazy. It was very annoying. You could maybe run an angry, maybe. I can, so I run every day, like, but I'm not fast. I would never go up for a race or anything. Like, I'm sure Scott could outrun me a million times over, but I got stamina. Like, I can go forever. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. Like, if I just, like, get a good, rhythm going, I can go for, like, 7 miles and not really realize it. But racing and sprinting, not so much. I don't think long legs are built for that. I think, like, short, stocky, like fucking muscle legs are meant for sprinting kind of shit. Big scary. I mean, beach treats, no shit. All I did was watch that one zombie movie. What is it? Like rule number 2 is cardio. I'm fully aware that I am useless in a zombie apocalypse. Like, less than useless. My God. I trip over myself on a daily basis, fully nourished. I'm not a great, but I can run. And if I can outrun Zombieland, thank you. If I can outrun some zombies, I'm good. And maybe some crazy people that survived. Like, that's just my ultimate plan, is just outrun something. I literally have nothing else in me. I have no fight. I got nothing, but I can run for a long time. I had to shop at Butthole. Oh my God, I did though. I had to buy What the Fuck Long? Yes, I did. I still do. I wear short and they're still too long. I'd love an inseam number. Yes. I'm the same. Like, and you can't count on it. Like, depending on the brand of jeans, I could get extra long in 4 different brands, and maybe one would actually be long enough for my legs, and the rest of them are going to be high waters or something. And that's just jeans. This is why I live in spandex, because spandex stretches and fits everybody, but it's fucking annoying. Having a crazy fast nurse sounds kind of useful. Honestly, it was, simply because I was part of the code team. So, like, respiratory nurses, lung nurses, respiratory therapists, respiratory care practitioners, we're named something different everywhere in the whole fucking world. Is crazy. But basically, the people who run ventilators and shit like that, we sit around with pagers and phones on our hips all night just waiting for people, and I hate to say it, to die. And our job is to get to that person as fast as fucking possible with a 50-pound ventilator and all the tubing to set it up and everything, intubate, extubate, do whatever we need to do within as short amount of time as possible. And I feel like, this is why I say, pretty sure most RTs, I don't know, but I would go so far to guess they're somewhere on the spectrum of ADHD, because you kind of thrive off that chaos. We sit around in silence all night doing fuck all until chaos. And when chaos hits, that's when that's when we kick in and we're there. And being able to run the halls and literally, like, not parkour, but borderline parkour around people shoving gurneys down the halls and stuff like that, absolutely was a skill that I was grateful for, because I could get there really fucking fast. And you work out of a dungeon with no windows. Facts. I do trip over myself daily. You know what's crazy? Weed actually makes it better. Like, weed makes me less clumsy, I guess. I don't know how to say that, but if I'm super sober, it's like my brain. Do you know what a tiger beetle is? I call myself the tiger beetle brain all the time. It's the fastest creature on Earth, except for the fact that it can only move like 6 to 8 inches at a time before its brain has to catch up. It's just this little fucking beetle that lives in the desert somewhere in the world. It's totally obscure. It's called a tiger beetle. Look it up. They're really fascinating. But essentially, they can move faster than anything on Earth, but they can only move like a foot at a time-ish. And then their brain has to catch up. So they you don't even see them move. And then they're a foot ahead, and then they have to stop. And their brain's like, and then they do it again. And they do that. That's how I live my life without weed. Weed takes me down that notch, so then everything starts to move at the same speed. Whereas when I'm moving at different speeds, I start knocking my hips into shit and my feet into shit, and I can't stop dropping things. Have you ever had a day where you just cannot stop dropping things? Or no matter what you do, like, if you're anything like me, my desk is set up the exact same all the time. Like, everything is where it's always supposed to be. So it's not like I'm going to swing my hand in a direction and be like, oh, there's something there that's never there. Everything's always there, but there's some days where I will just knock shit over constantly. And it's usually because I'm too fucking sober. It's like a medication at this point. But I don't smoke myself stoned. I kind of nurse it. Like, I've hit it 4 times today, and that's all I've done. It's kind of just like keeping this very perfect, even level of high that makes it so I don't hit myself in the face all the time. But I'm not high all the time. I have a bruise on my arm. I have no idea where it came from. Get back in the closet and maybe we'll talk about it later. Oh, sorry if you missed it. This was the part that I missed. He says his family left and that's why the table's empty. Hold on. Too rich. Did he say beautiful spunk? Katie can never threaten me with a closet I don't fit. That's why I have a spare bedroom. And by spare bedroom, I mean outdoor cellar basement with a lock. It's fine. You like it. Did he actually? He said that, right? He's talking so fucking fast. I have an NDA and I'm not allowed to confirm. Oh, Stealing, you have no idea. We honestly, like, sometimes we joke that, like, this shouldn't work because we are the same human being in a not a cutesy, like, oh my God, we're so alike, in a way that, like, neither of us can ever get a joke off at the other person because the other person will say it before we can say it out loud. So all night long after he gets off work, it's mostly consists of us punching each other saying, shut the fuck up, I was just gonna say that. All day. That's all we do. I would get the fuck out of my head and would literally slap each, like, I can't make anyone laugh because you say it too fast. It's constant. Constant. The most random shit. Like, we'll be watching a movie and my brain never turns off and I'll think of the most stupid random thing in the movie and he'll just say it out loud and I'm like, get the fuck out of my head! It's weird. It's very weird. But also very forgiving because we're both so ADHD that, like, we can't get mad at each other. We just blame it on poltergeist. We're just like, the poltergeist moves shit all the time. Like, we're having a wonderful time. Don't worry about the knocking on the door. They like it in there. Sam, isn't it weird? It is, and we just basically live in bits. You know, like, if you remember, if you've heard Zach on his stream say, talk to the foot, Joan, talk to the foot, or anything like that, it's literally just that TikTok of Joan and George. Take a gander, George, take a gander. That one, I showed him to him, we binged all of them, and now we can't stop. So all night, if we're not, shut up, that's what I was going to say, it's talk to the foot, Joan, talk to the foot, take a gander, George, I don't think we actually have any core personality of our own. We're just an amalgamation of every single piece of media we've ever watched ever, and we just vomit it all day. That's it. Dirt man. If he catches me making the bed, babe, did you leave a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt man? And then that's it. And then he walks away. But this is our life. These are 99.9% of our conversations are just mimics all day. I actually made him watch Mean Girls a week ago because we love, I wouldn't say love, Taco Bell's our go-to, like, wow, we both worked late and we're really tired and lazy, let's get some fucking Taco Bell, because it's really close and easy and whatever, neither of us get the shits from it, miraculously. I don't eat the beef, though, the beef freaks me out. But, I mean, since we've started dating, if he gets off work, and I can tell, like, it's been a long day, like, he's had an angry game or something, I will say, do you want to get some Taco Bell? In that tone, in that everything, and if you've ever seen Mean Girls, fucking ever, you would respond with, I can't go to Taco Bell, Karen, I'm on an all-carb diet, you're so stupid! And he's never been able to respond to me. So I forced him to watch it finally, like a week ago. I rented it, because I don't own it, I rented it on Prime, and I was like, we're watching Mean Girls. Nice wig, Janice, what's it made of? Your mom's chest hair! I need someone in my life that can do, like, that's one of my, like, it's like a staple in my brain. I quote that shit all the time, and he never has any idea what I'm talking about. I want to get some Taco Bell. Not the new Mean Girls. Don't waste your time. I got hubby hooked on Dirtman, and now it goes, it's constant, right? I can't stop. I showed him the music video. Neither of us can stop with the Dirtman, and it's, like, not even annoying. Like, we both kind of thrive in it at this point. And mostly it is kind of a funny joke because our dogs jump on our bed when we're not in there. And every night I have to basically, like, broom my bed off, and I wash my bedding like 3 times a week because of the dirt on the bed, because of my fucking dogs. So the fact that there was this Dirt Man video, I'm like, oh, the dogs are the Dirt Man. I have special dog blankies to protect my bed. You've never seen Mean Girls? No shit. That's another person that recently saw Mean Girls. Oh, no shit. Who else saw it recently? I mean, Mean Girls was like I think a staple for my generation for like 5 years, and then it was like if you were into Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, like that weird era where they were just like the best thing ever, like Parks and Rec, like that era. I haven't seen the Mean Girls musical. I love Mean Girls so much, I just don't want it to be tainted. It's like that Beetlejuice musical, like, Bobert jerking off her man friend aside, I love Beetlejuice beyond reason. I kind of don't want to see the musical because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, joyful singing with Beetlejuice just kind of doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't know. Like, Mean Girls hit so hard because it was so fucking nauseatingly relatable to my personal high school experience. You turn it into a musical and suddenly there's nothing relatable about it because no one in high school is singing. What's happening here? Why did that happen? Why is this happening? We didn't even have a choir. Why is that happening? Like a Matilda musical, same. I haven't watched it because it was like the #1 on Netflix for ages, and I love Matilda. It's one of my favorite movies. But it's when you remove Danny DeVito's dreamy narration of the film and you replace it with obnoxious child singing, it's suddenly just garbage. And I like musicals, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that just ruins them. I don't know why we're doing. Oh God. Before we finish Manic Man, just to ruin your day a little bit more, Disney may or may not have confirmed they're remaking The Neverending Story, and it makes me want to die. Why? Why? Why are we doing this? Yeah, saw that on Twitter this morning. Like, does no one listen? When has any of this been a good idea? Ever? Ever. Oh, and I heard the new Crow movie's crap, which, like, big fucking shocker there. Truly Black, give Legally Blonde, Matilda, and Mean Girls the Musical a chance, though. If I didn't know the movies, I'd probably love them. If I feel like it would ruin the movie. I don't know. I'll give them a try. Maybe I'll get super high and I'll try. They gotta stop ruining them. I mean, they can't ruin your favorite movie if you just don't watch the remakes. That's where I got. What was the last remake I watched that was fucking terrible? Oh, Beauty and the Beast with auto-tuned Emma Watson. That was it for me. I was like, nah, just don't watch them. Fuck it. They can't ruin the original if you don't watch the new shit. So I just watched the new shit. And I just watch the originals and enjoy them and pretend that's all there is. Which movie, Vissy? Neverending Story? They want to redo Princess Bride? Why? I know, there's no answer to it. And we all know it's money. It's a cheap answer. I'm looking for real answers as to who the fuck came up with this idea. Yeah, it's money. In my mind, I was like, if you're remaking it, I would think it's because you're thinking you can do something better, do more justice to the story. How can you ever do better than the original Princess Bride? It's not the most perfect movie that's ever existed in the world. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here like, oh, as you wish. But it's a perfect film. It's done. It's good. What are you doing? Like, it's like Matilda and having Danny DeVito, that overarching, like, narration. There's something about those actors, the way they delivered those characters. That's what made the movie. And I don't think these companies realize that it's not necessarily the plot of the movie or the story or, like, the graphics or the rats or whatever. It's not any of that we're all like, yeah! It's those people, very fucking hyper specifically, acting as those characters that we all got into. And I don't, like, you can't ever recreate that, and I don't think they get that. I don't know. I just don't understand. You can't remake it. You can't. You literally can't replace Andre the Giant. Any of them. I would go, literally, any character you can't replace. They're all perfect. That's the way it was supposed to be. Oh, no shit, the Matilda musical, and that's the book by Roald Dahl, right? I read that when I was really young. It's money. Money, 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 money. I don't, like, who's going to see it? Is it kids? Is it people taking kids? Is that where the money's coming from? Well, there were never any original ideas. All these ideas are either stolen or they're, like, adapted from a Grimm's fairy tale or something, right? It's like nothing's really original, but I just don't understand the remaking of it because you can't go on it. Aladdin, Robin Williams. Spurp, tell me I'm wrong when I say, even if the genie in the original Aladdin was voiced by Helen Keller, nothing could have sold that new genie atrocity. What was that? You couldn't have sold that with gold cum shit all over it. I don't even know. You couldn't. What is that? What was that? The disembodied fucking Will Smith face on like a blue jizz stain? What's happening? What was that? You can't, I mean, it's like you didn't even try. You didn't even try. I just don't know what the fuck's going in there. It was, dude, such Cats tier. Super Cats, though. Cats, though. You know, I've said I'm pretty sure that's when I fell in love with Zach, was when he live tweeted that fucking Cats show. Not live tweeted, but when he, like, tweeted his, what's the word? His notes on the Cats film with Judi Dench with the people hands. That was probably one of the best moments I've ever, I mean, I just cried myself stupid reading it out loud. Would you call it a review maybe? Yeah. Because I know he went and watched it and he sat there and he took notes while watching it with Brie. And then he went and constructed the tweet about it. I don't remember. It was fucking when Twitter actually mattered. I found a neat song that blends genres and tackles into topics like phone, social media addiction. What about a song that is about how much you hate your phone and you need to look at it more? They should have played up the magical aspect of the genie and had him be animated in the remake. Like, he's a genie, he doesn't have to look real, 100%. I think it was money. A lot of these remakes, I noticed, they just stick some big names in them that they know people are such big fans of X name, they'll go see the movie no matter what. So, like, people are like, oh, it's Will Smith, how can it be bad? Womp, womp, womp. But I'm sure you're right. I often think that, like, I mean, this is kind of a hot take. Don't come at me. This is a safe place and we're all friends. But, like, I really enjoy Anna Taylor-Joy. She's a very good actress. That being said, in the past, like, 6 months, I feel like she's just being, what's the term? Just, like, pigeonholed into every single main female role out of any fucking big franchise movie that's decided to puke out, i.e. Dune, and what was the last one I just saw? Mad Max, Fury Road. And, like, in that chess show, amazing. I've watched it so many times, it's kind of ridiculous. She does such a fucking good job in it. But she's so, like, I'm pretty positive they voice over her 90% of the film if you watch Fury Road. Is it Fury Road? No, it's Furiosa, whatever. The new one. I'm bad at names. The new Mad Max. We went and saw it in theaters. But, like, 9 times out of 10, when she's speaking, her character is speaking, the camera's not on her mouth. It's on someone else's face while she is speaking. And it really was throwing me off. And I realized it's because they actually dubbed over her. They morph her voice. Because her voice is very like this. So they brought her down to sound more like Charlize Theron. But when it's actually on her face, if you watch it, notice her voice is higher. They only do it when it's not on her face. And it's so fucking weird and it bothers me. And she just, I don't get it. Like, she didn't fit. And the Dune thing, like, why she got to be the child? And the Dune, she just is in everything now. And I'm like, I think it does her a disservice because she's a very good actress when she's in a role that she's really good at. But when you put her in shit like that, you're just kind of like, the fuck is happening? Did you just look for someone with the buggiest eyes you could? What's happening? The Witch, exactly. I love her. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a hot take because I really enjoy her. But it'd be, you know, if I put it on myself, it would be like casting me in the innocent princess role of a movie as opposed to the evil witch. And I'm not flexing on that, but we all know where Katie's probably going to be if I was cast in a film. It's just like, you're doing it for the big name because you know people know. I mean, even me, I can't remember Alan Rickman's name 9 times out of 10, and I can say Anna Taylor-Joy. And it's because they're fucking slotting her into every single big movie coming out. If there's a female role, Anna Taylor-Joy is going to be in it. And I just don't understand why I think it does her a disservice because instead of thinking of her as like, oh wow, she's a really good actress, now I'm like, ooh, she's good in some things. But I don't know if I can say she's a great actress because she can't do everything. And now you've made that really apparent by trying to cast her as like the Waste's child or something. I don't know. It's unfair, I agree. I think it's unfair on her, and it's probably big money, big dollar. I mean, who wouldn't take these roles? I'd take a fucking princess role if someone offered it to me. Money's great. I would love to pay my bills. No shade towards her at all. It just feels, I mean, I went into that movie very, very excited. When I left, I straight up was like, Anna Taylor-Joy was a weird choice. Not the worst choice, just a weird choice. I didn't get it. I still don't get it. That's the chess thing. Thank you, Holland. The Queen's Gambit is one of the best shows ever. I've actually rewatched it probably 5 times. I love it. Her mother, like her adoptive mother, is one of my favorite characters in any show that's ever existed. I just adore her so much. I don't know why. I love like the fashion of the times, the dresses, everything. Anna Taylor-Joy she's a phenomenal actress. Split, right? She's in all of those, like Split, Glass, what was the other one? Split, Glass. Help. Wasn't there 3? There was 3, right? Anyways, she's great. Like, I really like her. She's one of my favorite actresses, but I think they're doing her a disservice by putting her in action films and shit, where she has to play, like, a darker character, and I don't know, like, go watch the Furiosa movie and tell me her voice isn't different depending on the camera and where it's pointing, please. I feel crazy, because I mentioned it to Zach, and he's like, I didn't notice anything with this, da-da-da-da. I've never watched a movie where the main character is speaking and the camera is not on them. Like, they actually pan away when she talks to anyone else's face. And I've never seen that happen. It just feels off and weird. And I can't help but think it's because they're modulating her voice to make it sound more like down here, because she's very up here all the time. Which is no shade, that's her voice. Like, I couldn't do this all the time. It'd be fucking ridiculous. Who the fuck wants this? You know what I mean? But it's one of those, I love movies. I watch movies constantly, and I like to notice little things like, oh god, what was I watching recently? Oh, Zach's been rewatching all the superhero movies. I just say the superhero movies, the Avengers, everything. All of them in the actual, like, chronological order of them. And it was one of the Thor movies. I think I walked in the bedroom the other day and he was watching it. And Loki was in, like the big glass containment thing, whatever. And he's up against the glass, like, and he starts spittling. Like, he gets so pissed, he spittles, and you can actually see foam on his chin. Camera pans to Thor, pans right back, spittle's gone. I love looking for that shit. I live for it. Does it ruin a movie for me? Absolutely not. I just like to find it. It's fun. I'm bored. I'm sitting still. I've got to do something with my brain. So I can't help it. And I look for shit like that. And when it's blatantly obvious, like every single time the camera is not on this character, their voice is different. Like, it's somehow significantly, like, there was a couple times I actually thought towards the end of the movie, I was like, oh my god, that's Charlize Theron, because it would only be her back and you'd hear the voice, and I was like, oh, that sounds just like Charlene. And then the camera would pan around and it was Anna Taylor-Joy, and I was like, no, they did it to her voice again. But they only do it when the camera's not on her face. It's fucking weird. It's just, how do you get away with this shit in big fucking franchises like this? I don't know, because I'm not a professional. I'm not a film, like, and I know shit about shit, and I notice it right away. How do you get, like, how are they getting away with this? I don't know. It's frustrating to me. Do you notice that shit ceiling? Seriously? Orby, 100%. And that's what I say, like, this is no shade on Anna Taylor-Joy, her acting, anything. I love her. I watch so many things with her in it. She's a phenomenal actress. It's just these past, like, I would say year, I've noticed she's been stuck in every, like, I could almost guess it at this point. Like, when we went and saw Dune, I guessed it. Before they ever showed her, before anyone knew she was going to be in the movie, I was like, I bet Anna Taylor-Joy is the fucking baby. Because she's in every fucking movie now. Everything has her in it. And the moment there's a female lead, think about it, it's probably going to be her for now. I don't know why, though. And I feel like it's just kind of lame. Anna Taylor-Joy, big eyes. She's got these big, fucking, like, beautiful, dreamy anime eyes. Continuity, man. Continuity. Or, like, hair slipping down. Like, they'll have, you know, this. Like, a hair like this. And then in the next scene, it's gone. But they're in the exact same position, sit in the middle of a sentence. I fucking live for that shit. I find it all the time. I can't not find it. Charlize was amazing in Arrested Development. Charlize is amazing in everything ever. I'm pretty sure every single time she's on the screen, I say to Zach, how do you get better than Charlize? And he looks straight me in the eye and says, you don't. That's our, I love you, I know. How do you get better than Charlize Theron? You don't. She's perfect. I don't know. She's such a fucking dream. I really don't know. I have no idea how you go from there. She's just gorgeous. She's a living Bratz doll. She really is. Like, her eyes are just, I'm jealous. I'm infinitesimally jealous. She has so much real estate to do cool makeup on. Anyways, finish the video. Sorry, I went on a tangent. Atomic Blonde, Aeon Flux, though. I mean, Devil's Advocate with the curls. I deeply miss Charlize's curls. I love her all the time, in any fashion, in any way, because she's perfect. But those curls are something else. If you've never seen Devil's Advocate, it's pretty old. It's one of Keanu's first, if not like his breakout role, and she plays his wife. And thank you, Viata. She naturally, I'm pretty sure these are Charlize's natural curls. She has like Shirley Temple curls naturally. Just the most stunning spiral curls. I've been jealous of them my entire life. That movie, her hair is so pretty. I miss that. But as someone with curly hair, I completely understand that these bitches never lay the same twice and it's a pain in the ass, so we tie our hair up or we cut it off. I completely get it. People hate Devil's Advocate. Really? Oh, I love that movie. Why do people hate it? I've never heard anyone straight up. I mean, it's not like people probably dislike it, but people hate that movie? Why? That's kind of a bummer. Yeah. Such a good movie, right? I'm like scratching my brain like, is there I mean, it's like up there in top 10 best movies of time for me, personally. It's so well done. It's so, I mean, there ain't a time I'm naked in a room with another person that I'm not like, remind you of someone. Because how can you not do that? As a sacrilegious, hail Sataning piece of shit. Must pretend to be Jesus on the cross if one is nude. Because Devil's Advocate, hello. All I do is redo. I'm just a bit. I'm just movie bits. That's all I am. Me too. I rewatch it all the time. I love that movie. It's up there with like, I mean, I don't know, dude. How do you like Godfather 2 and shit. It's such a good movie. But like, right? Thank you, Glut. When nude, Jesus. Maybe dislike it. It's just, I mean, again, I'm very, very, very cognizant that I am a fairly horny gay. So like, I can't be alone in this, that if there's some fantastic titties / half naked getting fucked Charlize Theron in a movie, I'm gonna be there. And I'm not gonna complain about it, you know? If someone serves you a free meal, you just fucking eat it and smile. You know? We're in a living crisis. I don't know. I feel like I'm literally just a walking hormone monster because immediately when people are like, I kind of don't like that movie or I haven't seen it, the way I want to like convince people to watch it again is like, but the boobs. You don't. You don't like. Sorry, I just don't understand how you can. There's like multiple times in multiple ways you could see Charlize Theron fucking get down. Like art. I can't relate. I literally fucking can't relate. I'm sorry. It's like when the big, cloud, the Apple cloudening fucking nudity thing happened. If you didn't look up Scarlett Johansson's nude selfies, I just don't know who the fuck you are. Like, yeah, it's terrible that those were leaked. Those people are terrible. But if there's pie on the counter, I'm gonna fuck it. I didn't make the pie. That's it. You don't like Scarlett Johansson? To each their own, man. There's a lot of people in the world that are classically. Every single man in every single, like, AAA movie right now that's considered classically handsome, I find very fucking boring. Symmetrical jawlines, dark hair, and blue eyes.
Give me a broken nose and some double chins, a potbelly I can grind my puss on, and a hairy ass any fucking day. Not interested in your boring perfection. Ugh. There's nothing to look at.
Anyways, look at this cute fuck. Beautiful spunk. This guy's great. Oh, 100%. Yes, 100% agree. Yes. What the fuck? This house is gigantic. Oh my god! How do you even, like, unless you're John and Kate plus 8 or like the 20 kids and counting or something, how do you fill all this space? With what? Like, how do you have enough activities? I feel like the vast majority of this house would just go unused. I nest. Like, I have adequately figured out how to sew in this corner of the house, paint, sculpt, feed spiders, stream, work, live in just like a good 6x6 corner of my house. What? I mean, a library, but I'd never leave it. See, I feel like I would have one room in the house that would be my favorite house ever, and I would just never go anywhere else. What up, Mello? How are you, love? Ever. It's, what is all the rooms? Like, I work out right there on that ground, right there. I just don't, I mean, it just seems like so much space. My parents have a huge house. I've talked about this before. They're just, they consider it investment properties or whatever. But it's just them in this enormous house. And the whole, one entire floor of the house doesn't get approached unless there's other people in the house. Like, my parents do not go down the stairs into this other level of a house because there's no purpose, because they don't need this. Like, I feel like that would be this house. Like, what are you doing? Useless shit. It'd just be shit. Yeah. I would feel like, just so the house didn't look like it was a show house, I would fill it with shit. Or, oh man, I'd just make the most fucked up theme rooms. Like, one room would be the womb room and just padded walls and red lights everywhere. One room would be the clown room. That's where I'd lock Scott when he visits. I mean, it would just be a it would never resell. And a pool. Okay, so they've done that, like, build a home you don't need a vacation from thing. This is why Maryland's taxes are so high. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't have vagina-scented candles. That being said, I could put a dead fish under the floorboards. For the womb room, you know what I'm saying? It'd have to be kind of like dead fish and fresh steak, though. Just speaking from personal experience working in a birthing center, it kind of smells like raw bacon all the time. Yeah. And burnt hair. Raw bacon and burnt hair. Yum. Yum. Okay, I kind of love him. The manic energy speaks to my soul. The heating and the cooling. I mean, the humidity in Maryland in the summertime is pretty fucking gnarly. The cooling of that house has to be sick. Haven't been in there since clinicals. It's pretty gnarly. I worked in the C-section center, and the reason it smells that way is we don't really cut people open anymore. We burn you open with like a hot blade kind of thing. So all your little fuzzies burn. So the initial smell is burnt hair, and then it's bacon. It's very odd. And then blood. Birth is disgusting. Go have babies for me. I don't want to do it. What's this? Oh my god, this is like the person getting their dick stuck in a toilet. Except, wait. Did it just touch the water? What the fuck? Wait. 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 It's the scream. It's the scream. You can't even see. This is fine. That I mean, come on, guys. That looked less than a nut, less like a nut sack than my nuts look like a nut sack. My God, it's the child scream that really gets me. Okay, I have to tell you, the first nut I ever saw was my grandpa's because it rolled out of his fucking shorts. However, I did not feel safe to scream. I just sat in my chair and waited for it to end. It's so relatable. I remember it so clearly. It was an outdoor barbecue, and my grandparents had this huge deck that instead of a railing, it was like a bench lined the whole deck outside, and everybody was just sitting on the bench at the deck. And my grandpa's like this, you know? You can see my blue underwear, don't look. He's like this, and I fuck you not. It was like the size of a softball. Just like right there. Just on the seat. It was on the bench, and I was super fucking young. Like, God, early middle school, if not elementary school. So young that I couldn't really figure out. It took me like, basically I had to, yeah, that's a nut. Like, I was like, I don't know what's hanging out of grandpa. Is it skin? Is it a child? Is he, what? I've heard legend.
Legend tells the story of the great nut, and how at a grand old wizard age it sleeves to the knee. Only on a full moon, dark night will one witness the nut. That being said, I don't think it was supposed to be your grandfather's nut. But Jesus, it was like a baby's thigh. Just next to his thigh. It wasn't hairy, it was very pink. Wild.
I forgot about this. But I was on the other side of the deck, just sitting there with my little paper plate of barbecue, just like, I think I blacked out. I didn't move until he did. I didn't know what to do. I wish I would have screamed. But it didn't fall out in front of me. It was just like there. It was like a nude baby's head with a sack on it or something. There was a lot going on there. About a nut? Have you never seen an old man nut? No, ceiling. What? Everyone's seen an old man nut. I think you're not supposed to strap your nuts up to your body and cook them, right? I think it's like really bad for you if you cook your balls. Right? I think. Hold on, I'm moving links over. I just had a bunch. I had a couple that. Oh, that. Wait, no, I just have doubles. Nope, I just have doubles. Just kidding. Only if you want kids. Oh, so it's not like bad for you in general, just bad for sperm count or something? Which is interesting because your sperm don't even. They're not really sperm until right before you come. So I always wonder what the fuck's going on. Like, is it just the heat, like, knocks down cell production or something? Probably. I know, it's a terrible design flaw in my opinion, having to keep the balls outside the body, because they're just so goddamn sensitive. Okay, it's only bad for sperms, not bad for the person. Cool, so kind of like, it's like a fish fry. Okay. long ago, I saw... It was like Anthony Bourdain or one of those guys traveling and eating weird foods, and I'm not kidding you, it was like deep fried fish roe, like the whole sack. So when you bit into it, it was like a bunch of yellow little balls boofed out of it. And that's like, is that what nuts would look like on the inside? All you can eat dish sticks. Yeah. I just don't. Balls seem like a fucking nuisance. I'm gonna be honest, boobs are a nuisance. Anything dangling off your body that's just gonna swing around and have its own life seems like a fucking nuisance. I thought they got stored in a little sack next to the testes and there's a series of squirmy tubes. No shit. So you've got your testes, and then if you feel on your testes, there's a lump that should be relatively symmetrical on both testes, and that's your epididymis. And your epididymis is kind of like in like F1 racing, the little pit stop where everybody runs in, they're like meow, 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 and they rip all the tires off and put new tires on. Your epididymis is like that, but it pops the tails onto the sperm cells. So the testes themselves are constantly creating sperm cells and then just metabolizing them as you don't ejaculate and use them. Constantly, 24/7, your entire life. But when you're about to like fucking launch off, the cells are released and they have to go through the epididymis and a tail's knocked onto them, or a flagella, so then they can swim. But it's literally like sperm is like less than 5% of your ejaculate. It all comes from your prostate and your ass. Like without semen, that shit wouldn't go nowhere. No pun intended. Like, you need that white gooey stuff. It's crazy. That's the vast majority of what's coming out of you, which is why vasectomies do not change the consistency, flavor, blah, blah, blah of cum at all, because it's such a small fucking amount. The more you know, I know. Education. No shit. I always feel for the epididymis on a nut. It's so fast, because you can't see it, but it's you can kind of feel it. So the epididymis then goes to these seminal vesicles, and that's like the tubies that deliver the sperm into the tract. Fascinating, right? It's so different because, like, if you have ovaries, you're born with all the eggs you'll ever have, ever. And then when puberty kicks in, you start dropping eggs. Whereas, like, balls constantly produce sperm forever and remetabolize it and produce it and remetabolize it and produce it forever. Like, you're not using the same sperm you produced when you were 2. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, my eggs that drop today, I've had since day 1. Kind of weird, huh? How did this conversation start off? Oh, I was talking about how I think lava lamp scrotums are really cool because they're kind of move independent. God, this was hours ago. Literally, they're like independent of each other, and I find that fascinating. But that was quite literally like an hour ago. We've gone a long way since point A. I don't remember anymore. Oh, we watched the Nut Bra. That came from that place as well. I don't know. These guys just know how to turn on Katie's medicine button, and I can't stop. And I'm like, do you guys want to know some fucking medical shit? It's like a tick. I would like to flick it off. I just learned more about balls in the last 5 minutes than I did in the last 55 years. No shit. They're fascinating. I put a lot of my knowledge, because I wasn't, obviously, like, I'm a respiratory therapist. Lungs and heart is my specialty. But when I was in anatomy and physiology, I had the coolest teacher for part of it. And, like, no shit, anatomy and physiology 1, I had the same guy I had for chemistry and stuff. And he was, like, this 5-foot, beautiful, white-haired, highly homosexual man who was a fucking genius. And he was so, like, body animated when he would teach us stuff, and he was so enthusiastic about the body. It was super easy to learn with him. Then for anatomy and physiology 2, I had a dried up old cunt who was a fucking whore, and I hate her so much, and she was really old, and I hope she's dead now, because she was a fucking bitch. She was so uptight, she couldn't teach us the reproductive system, so she had my other teacher from anatomy and physiology 1 come in for a full week to teach us it, and I'm not kidding you when I say he jumped up on the lab bench and did this. I'm afraid my boobs are going to fall out. He imitated a sperm to show us how the flagella are attached at the epididymis. Like, he was so enthusiastic about this stuff that this is the only reason it stuck. Because I don't have balls. I probably know more about balls than I do about my own body, to be honest, because they're more interesting. Relatable, right? Women only have so many and men just go, go, go. It's true. It's fascinating, kind of. Your whole body replaces itself every 7 years via the same eggs you were born with. One of these things seems sus. I know, right? Your whole body doesn't replace itself. It's like your whole body replaces itself, but like your teeth don't shed, right? Your brain doesn't have a dermis it's shedding. It's basically, it's the inner linings of you are shedding and your outer self is shedding. And by like, your whole body is replaced. Essentially what we mean is the cells turn over and replace themselves so that we don't get cancer and rot or whatever. So, like, my uterine tract and my fuck box and all of that is sloughing cells, you know, and constantly cleaning itself and whatever. But, like, the inner, like, it's like saying, you know, the inside of your liver isn't, like, how do you explain? Have you ever played with one of those toys that's like it looks kind of like a water sausage, and you squeeze one end and it just eternally turns inside out? Like, it's kind of like the how to give a hand job simulator for children. Or milk a cow, I don't know, depending on how filthy you are. You know that thing? It's kind of what your body's doing. It's kind of like turning inside out slowly, but it never becomes hollow because it's always reproducing new cells to push out. Your body's kind of doing that in a certain sense. You ever play with one of those weird little water sausages? Did they even have a name? You could stick your finger in it. They were great, weird fidget toys as a child. But as an adult, you know, coming in contact with a penis, I'm like, I know where I learned that hand movement. No one's going to tell me different. Let's take a break. I have to pee and I have no beverage. I forgot my water. I'm out of coffee and I'm a little fucking dry. The visuals, I mean, seriously, imagine me and all of my sisters jam-packed into the back of a Subaru, and all of us have one of those things, and we're just doing this for hours in the car. I don't know about them, but I give a mean handy. Take your joy, drink some water, load a bowl. I'll be right back in a few minutes. I gotta pee so fucking bad. Drank a bunch of water and just left it. I hydrated. Hydrate. Now I'm gonna caffeinate.
Who the fuck is Zach? Who the fuck is this Zach guy? And who you cheating on me with?
I just said exactly that.
June? June?
The baby. We are nothing but bits! Aloud. The baby. Those videos are so funny. That guy was mean. Dude. So homeless. Well, I opened up my house to, you know, the street people. Do you not do that? They have a routine. They get up. They usually get up before me, actually. Like, they usually kind of wake me up before my alarm, like 6:30-ish. And then they go out with me. They have, like, the zoomies. We walk. They get their shits out. And then they go back to sleep for, like, 4 hours with Zach. Every day. They're the laziest dogs. They have the best life. They always have someone to sleep with. Because, like, when I'm done with our watch party and shit, I usually just go lay down on my bed, like, vegetate and watch Gilmore Girls or something. So they always have someone to lay with. They're so spoiled. And sometimes I truly, like, I'm like, do I treat them well? Like, do I give my dogs enough enrichment? Am I giving them a good life? And then I have to remember that they have been apart from me a total of 24 hours their entire life, maybe. No, they've been Burning Man. That's the longest they've ever been away from me, and the only time their entire life. Like, they're so spoiled rotten. They are fine. Well, Zeke also. Zeke's the best kind of dog, though, because he feeds himself. And, like, I haven't had to pick up his shit in a few days. Which is kind of nice. But, I mean, I'm open to him shitting in the yard. It's whatever. We've got kind of, like, we've got those, like, water-saving toilets, so, like, when he's got, like, a fucking ice cream cone inside himself, I'm cool with it outside. It's really easy to grab. It's whatever. We had one. I think we have one more link. Hold on. Besides nice balls, I wish I could show you the nice balls. But I can't show you my nice balls. This chick's makeup is sick. I'm jealous of this skin tone. What the fuck? And you don't belong to me. No, stop it. Shut up. Wait, hey.
See, I've got a sore, wet whiskey pussy.
Why? It's like, I know it's me personally. It's nothing wrong with her. Her whole aesthetic and everything is amazing. It's like, oh God, the actress's name that plays Moaning Myrtle.
She always sounds like this, and I fucking can't stand it. Even when she's not moaning Myrtle. In everything she's ever been in, she sounds exactly like this. And I kinda want to die. And I don't know why, because I'm sure my voice is quite annoying to others. Feel free to back the fuck out. The same way in which I am going to do right now. Please.
It's terrible. It's just me. It's just, there's something about that. It's almost like on the brink of that, like, stay sweet thing. Like, we're all very sweet and Mormon and we soak together. I don't know why. The baby doll whisper voice makes my yes. Oh my God. That's what it is. It's the baby doll whisper voice. Why? I don't know why it makes my skin crawl. And it's just me. I mean, it's not just, but it's like personal. Like, it's nothing against the person. Wait, what's BTS? Like the band? The fuck? Oh, ha ha ha. Isn't BTS a K-pop band? Tell me I'm not crazy. BTS is a K-pop band, right? Cool, okay. I was like, I can't be totally off on this. Like, why did I think that? Okay, I'm not totally off on that one. This'll probably be bad. It's seriously, it doesn't mean you have bad taste in music or anything.
It's just a kid.
Noise. It's just noise. I don't know. There's just a few things like that I've never been able to stand, and that's one of them. I've never liked SpongeBob. I hate SpongeBob. I cannot stand it. It's so...
Because he sounds like this all the time. Why?
This is better. Go for this instead.
Because this is kind of fucking sad.
What is it? Why? It really is. I'm just realizing. I think I just hate that nasal tone. It's me. It's me. I realize it. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's just like, my brain doesn't...
This is very... And this is SpongeBob, too. I can't think of a SpongeBob quote, but this is what he sounds like. Come on, Patrick. Let's go do something annoying together.
I couldn't think of anything to say. I didn't know what do they do? Help.
Let's go flirt with an underwater squirrel.
My parents are older than most of my age, too, but they had me, the oldest, pretty late. My dad turns... Cock? Oh, your dad turned 69? No shit, my mom turned 71. So our parents are actually pretty close age. See, I don't know then. Maybe it's just me.
I don't like a nasal voice. Kind of makes me want to tear out my ears.
A little bit. But it's me. It's probably to 12 years, and we did, like, band. I played clarinet, which I hated. Everyone was like, oh, if you learn clarinet, you can play anything. You'll be able to play anything. Just learn clarinet and you can play anything. No one tells you that unless you're like a master jazz clarinet person, clarinet doesn't sound good unless you're with a bunch of other people. By yourself, clarinet sounds like trash. Absolute trash. My browser just went fucked. I had a link I was going to show you guys. I'm just gonna restart it. Fuck you. Fuck you too. My house smells like burning oil. I was on a Doro kick for a while, Nightwish, so I tromp. Oh, the symphonic metal scene. Yep. Most of the frequencies that are necessary to understand speech are in the range of 300 hertz to 3000. That's hertz, right? That is what telephones and such use. So they cut high and low frequencies. We hear sounds from 20 hertz to 17,000. Damn, that is a low cut. My God. No shit, piano and flute. That's my little sister, Sarah. She was piano and flute. I did piano and clarinet. Then picked up guitar, banjo, harmonica, little drums. Dude, lucky. So I bought myself a guitar ages ago, like a used guitar, because I wanted to teach myself how to play something that was more portable than a piano. I have a big Casio keyboard, which is cool, but it's just not like something I can take with me to play whatever and play. And I find that I've got this crazy loose joint in my fingers. So it's so hard for me to play guitar, like anything with a fretboard, because I physically cannot bend this finger without the other fingers being bent at the same time. So I end up pressing too many fucking... It's so, like... What's this? It's just that one. But your ring finger is involved in so much in guitar. So I have this really cool, like, beautiful guitar in my spare bedroom I can't do anything with. Because if it involves that finger, I'm like, you know, you can press down, but it does that because I'm double jointed. The fingers do this shit. That's another problem I find. Like, I need those bracers for my fingers, because if I try to press down with that one, it just goes in. Lower the action. See, I just need to Google those things. I don't even know what that means. Clarinet is the SpongeBob instrument of the world. It totally is. Yeah. Maybe that's why I ended up having relations with SpongeBob fans. 7-string Chinese, what? Harmonica? I have a harmonica. I also have, kazoos. I have all the shits, but my finger gets... Which is okay in piano, because you use your whole finger, but not the tip. Giggity, that's what... I got floppy fingers, I do. I'm double jointed everywhere, and it hinders a lot of that, because, you know, you try to press one fret and one string, and no matter what, my finger folds over, and I end up pressing multiples, and then it just gets fucked up. I got so many, Viata. So exciting. I'm moving into an area of psychological warfare in my home. And it involves kazoos. Of course I have a box of kazoos. Who has this shit? There's my browser. Thank you so much for restarting, you piece of garbage. I know, actually, I kind of wonder if they were a return or something because they showed up so fucking fast. Like, because I bought them off of like a Chinese fucking, what do you call it? Like a Chinese bulk website or whatever. I know. It's a long story. But basically, back in the day when I used to play ESO, in order to like separate my mind from what I was doing in the game, in order to play better, I would sing, and it was very obnoxious, but I would sing a lot of Ghost, the band, and I ended up, I don't know how, but I attained a fucking kazoo, and I started kazooing while playing. Like, I'd be like, and Zach hated it so much that he would come out and like tear it out of my mouth and throw the shit. And I have a really nice kazoo somewhere in this house. It's like aluminum, and I don't know where it is. And I think he hid it because he hates it. And so you can't beat me if I have 100 of them. But also, I kind of want to put googly eyes on them and hide them in places that only he would just find for no reason and start to slowly drive him insane. Is this cruel or fun? You'd blow the big end. Comment this conversation that you will defend. They're just kind of shitty, so they, because, you know, it was, like, very cheap. But, you have to, like, sing into them. You don't blow. It's weird. The first time I ever got one, I had no idea what to do, and I was like, nothing. You speak into it, and that's what makes it really You're singing. It's really weird. It's the only thing that vibrates the mechanism, though. It's humming. Yeah, you're, like, humming into it, kind of. But it took me when I first got a kazoo to play with, it took me a while. I was like, I don't understand. I'm gonna loot that bot. No. Yeah, they're weird. Kazoos are weird. But they're just the cheapest little flimsy, but yeah, you sing into them. Otherwise they don't vibrate. Explain to me, science. I don't know, but they're fun, and I'm gonna ruin somebody's day. I'm trying to think where it is. I have a really nice harmonica that was actually my bio dad's, allegedly, because hillbillies. My dad could play the banjo that he made. Like, he made a banjo and had, like, all the weird fingernail picks and shit for it. Da-da-ding, 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 ding, ding. And he could play harmonica at the same time. He died of raging alcoholism, if that's not apparent. But he was a talented dude for some reason. Explain to me, science. How come you have to sing into a kazoo instead of just blow in it? It's better. The more bass you are is better, honestly. The higher I go, the worse it is, I think. Maybe. No. I don't know. Actually, maybe higher. Maybe it's better higher. I don't know. I literally got 100 of these fucks for like, what was it, $10, $12? You can get a kazoo super easy to play with. I mean, it's the best fidget toy in the world, and when you are obnoxious, it's even better. Yeah, it's like a trumpet or a trombone or something like that. You kind of spit into it a little bit, yeah. There's my browser. Sorry, I've been trying to get it to load up so we could have music or something, and it's just the ad war is affecting me greatly right now. The fucking ad war. The noise isn't made by the wind passing over anything. It's made by the vibrations. Oh, so it's basically elongating your like your slappy balls. Your wacka wacka? That's what I'm saying. It's to be obnoxious. My dogs, though, hate them. Where are they? I don't know where my dogs are. Oh, she's asleep. Dead, passed out. We had quite the yog this morning, so they're probably tired. He's asleep under my desk, but they do not like it. They kind of like howl at it. We call it dick up. They both sleep dick up all the time. It's also really hot. It went from nothing to, we were like in the 40s, and then it went to 100 degrees under a week. It's pretty crazy. The heat gets to them a lot. They have to like acclimatize. And we have a grooming appointment coming up soon. All right, music, give us something. Anything. I'm not even picky at this point. Just don't be a cock fucker about it. It's gonna play a game anyways. I want to finish that game we started the other day. Whoa, so loud. So sorry. At least there's sound. My God. The pink and blue today? Oh my God. No reason in particular. That being said, trans pride, motherfuckers. Trans women are women, trans men are men. They owe us nothing in how they outwardly produce themselves, present themselves, or otherwise. Period! Trans pride. Didn't even do it on purpose. Actually, great combo, though. Ew, isn't it pink, blue, and white? It is! No reason. I did not do this on... Like, I just get cold arms. It's actually like this kind of dress. My arms are perpetually cold all the time, so I have tons of little jackety things. Actually, I think it did have Iron Maiden on the back, but it peeled off because it was used and very old. Still peeling. That was Iron Maiden. Totally on accident, but very, very appropriate for all the time, let alone Pride Month. Happy Trans Pride, everybody. What is the bi? What's bi colors? It's like blue, purple, pink? I think it was the Trooper. It literally is all gone. I mean, it's nothing. It was a, like an iron-on thing, but I got it from a thrift store, so it was pretty much gone. But it was. I don't know if you can still... No, it's nothing. It's nothing. It was the Trooper. It's blue, purple, pink. Okay, blue, purple, pink is the bi. It's actually... Isn't it 420? We looked this up one day. It was a joke or something that everybody was like, oh yeah, if you look it up, the bisexual flag is actually the Pantone numbers are 420. And we were like, there's no fucking way. No, it's real. The bi flag is 420. Cheers. It's just a, one of those Bob Ross happy little fucking accidents. 1:15 already. Are you guys getting pretty humid too, Vile? Boo. It doesn't vibrate at the short end. I mean, at the tiny end. I wouldn't doubt you. It's the strangest, weirdest, what the fuck instrument is this? But no shit, it doesn't, like, this mechanism doesn't do the, like... I don't know. Maybe yes. Maybe you can do both. Yeah, it's weirder at that end. But they're also super fucking cheap, so literally like Party Central shit, so It's a chew toy. That's what it is. Is it? Yeah, so the bisexual flag, but the colors are B69, 420, A55, and 42069. This is the post. I'll just show it to you. It's actually like the Pantone colors. I just think it's the best, most hilarious thing. As a bisexual myself, yeah, that's pretty great. The hex codes, that's what it is. The hex codes. The hex codes for the colors. It's one of those happy little accidents. Dude, I mean, who's out there teaching us how to play these? No shit. I was just telling chat, when I first got this, when I first got one years ago, I sat here and blew through it for like 15 minutes, not knowing what to do. I was like... I had no idea. I had to Google. Like, even in elementary school, I never fucking had a kazoo. We had recorders. You just blow in them. Cheers. Ooh! It didn't rinse clean with hot water. I squirted some in some ISO and switched it around and it came out crystal clear. Fuck yes. I wonder if it just doesn't have a good, like, through for the hot water to wash through. Dude! I wonder if your parents taught you how to play it wrong so they didn't have to listen to you play it. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those fucked up, they're like, nah, teach him the tiny end. We won't have to hear it. It's like parental warfare, man. That's something I would do as a parent. I'd be like, no. the sound comes. You gotta play it like a flute. And this is why I should never be a parent. And that's a parent. Jokes. She's got him. My bong's smoking itself. I gotta smoke it through. One moment. And that's why I'm gonna be a cool aunt. So someone's there to be like, no, child, no. I too lost every single recorder as a child this school ever gave me. And was convinced I was the world's most irresponsible child. My parents were just like, don't give Katie anything, she will lose it. Liars. Liars. Defamers. Assholes. They were stealing them. Because I was rightfully annoying, but also it made me like really OCD as an adult, and I'd never lose anything. Like, it's a psychotic habit now because I was convinced, dude, why? The delay just got so much worse and I have no idea why. Hold on, I'm gonna check my task manager real quick. The fuck is going on? Why? Get out. It's so weird. It's back to normal bad again, I think. But it just got real bad for a second. It just did for like 1 second, and it's interesting because I had less than I've had pulled up. Like I have exactly 0 browsers pulled up now. And I had 1, and it was having a fart about it, and I just don't. I'm just like internally trying to figure out why. I'm opening a browser, nothing. I'm just gonna. I think it's Firefox. I think it might be Firefox. Interessante. The new computer came with a gremlin. You two haven't come to peace yet. I mean, I'm out here naked all the time. What more does it want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What? I don't know what else to do. I mean, I don't need to use Firefox because I have Brave now, and I've been setting up Brave, and Brave works fine. It works like every other fucking browser ever, and it doesn't. I want to see. I was going to look at my task manager and see what it's pulling, though. Yeah, it pulls a lot less memory than Firefox does, which is nice. Let me get to YouTube and see if it's the same fucking what case. I'm just going to play something. One moment. Just, okay. Yeah, I think Brave is better. Hold on. Experiment. I have all the hardware acceleration shit turned off because it's the only way we could watch movies together in Discord. Hardware acceleration makes it so Discord wouldn't work. Yeah, Firefox runs hot. Okay. Fuck. Why do these browsers have to have... No shit. Firefox is turning into Chrome. Remember when I told you I went to Firefox from Chrome because when Chrome opens, it has to have a million processes up for one. I just opened up Firefox. It's literally on like the Firefox stock homepage where it just suggests pages you go to often, like Pornhub.com and why are pugs like this. And I'm opening up in Task Manager and it has 9 processes running. Which is exactly why the fuck I left Chrome. Nothing is happening. 9. 9. Nine? For what? To load a not obnoxiously white Google homepage? 9 processes? It jacks my memory usage up from 32 to 53% with nothing running in Firefox. With Brave, what do you do? So confused. Why? Let's take a break and play a game and just not think about it. We started playing a game that seems scary. It's about spiders and death and dismemberment and stuff. So, yay. Sentient teddy bears. Seems horrifying. I think we might beat it soon, though. I don't think it's that long of a game, and I'm excited because it's a good fucking game. I don't know what's going on. I really wish I just knew what the fuck to do. Like, to check. Like, what's going on, computer? But I don't. Yeah, we huck that teddy, and I kind of can't stop laughing at it, to be honest. I really do like to throw my teddy bear violently across the, whatever. We don't have our teddy bear right now, though. That person was basically like, I'm going to heal your teddy bear, but in the meantime, I have to be your best friend. What was it called? Sorrow? Hold on. Something sorrow? Where are you, sorrow? Sorrow something. And then once I beat this game, I think I'll be able to play, hard like Hades and shit again. My hand's not too bad. Daydream Forgotten Sorrow. And it came with a huge spider warning. We already went through a massive spider level, so I don't think there will be more, but in case there's anyone out there who's mildly afraid of spiders, or you have some anxiety about spiders, there are some very creepy levels that were literally just like spiders. I don't know how to say that. I got eaten by mounds of baby spiders undulating out of eggs, and it was really scary. There we go. God, the game was hard to find. All right, quick break. Stretch your dicks. Get a load. Poop your bowl. I don't help. Wash your dick. Stretch your clit. Play a game and not think about the desync. I Googled it. While I was out with dogs. And side note, coming in from going outside, my house smells like an old restaurant. I went out with the dogs and Googled it, and Google gave me some options to change, but I have to be on live to do them. So I will fuck with them off stream. But in the meantime, please don't look at me, ignore the desync, and we'll just play a cool game and not think about it. Brr, it's so weirdly warm and cold inside at the same time. Good timing song. There is a live version of that song where he kazoos the entire time. Side note, kazoos are cool. In my opinion. A feeling there's a whole lot. I need more answers, right? I'm not the only one. There's got to be more to this game than what I was not under the impression that was the kind of game it was. And it is. So I think I need to go through it some more and find these. I need to get this bet. I need to know who was that girl? Why was she so mad? Why did we say no to death? Why did we just push our gurney off a cliff? Like, that was probably the strangest part to me, is that we were like, you know what? Fuck life. Let's push the gurney off the cliff. Or death. Fuck death? Life? None of it made sense. But I liked it. The game was pretty and it was fun, so I'm not sad to go through more. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. In the meantime, I have to go walk my dogs and stuff and clean my house because it's muddy as fuck before our watch party tonight. If you would like to join us, tonight is the last night that we're tonight's like would you say it's the finale of the season, or the movie is the finale of the season of Demon Slayer? It's so nasty hot outside, I know. Maybe we'll look up somewhere with water to go or something. So tonight's the finale of season 1. Season finale. Okay, and then tomorrow night is the Demon Slayer movie, whatever. So, if you'd like to join us, if you feel like you want to watch some dope anime and meme with people in the Discord, feel free to join. It's open to anybody. But that's it. Take your joy. Be kind to yourself. Drink your bong. Smoke your water. Stretch your dicks. Pull your balls. We'll come up with a sentient dick ball chia pet that will just crawl around the walls. Maybe we can make it so it cleans windows at the same time. In the meantime, I'm thrusting you on my friend Hunter. He's amazing, and he's playing Elden Ring for the first time, which should be hilarious. Be kind to yourself. I love you. Bye.